Enforcing policy though, right? This is Angie that's refusing to provide a receipt, stating that she's assuming that I'm going to get a confirmation email from another person. She's walking away while the entity is stalking with impossible light and maintaining presence in the office. It is a specific environment. This is relevant to harassment by Ontario Airport, and that is engaged in the pattern of conduct, stating that I'm not welcome here, stating that I'm not entitled to a receipt, proof of checking out, and she's given me no confirmation. This is an entity that is untrustworthy and corrupt. I have no proof that they checked me out of the system. I have no receipt stating my identity has been removed from the room, and she's walking away while she's engaging in what I'm entitled to as a patron who is indeed checking out. They're not trusted to exhibit any sort of responsibility for what I'm entitled to as a customer that's not remaining on the property. And while she's doing so, ostensibly under the policies that exist, she's walking away while she's fully enforced with the policies of the company. They don't give out receipts to people that check out of the room. And there's no manager either. No managers on property. This is P.O.C. Angie is what she's stating her name is. This is the entity that's hostile because of documentation that they're keeping under surveillance, and this is going toward what is federal prison. Engaging in harassment is not the answer. Engaging what is being a coward as you engage in harassment on surveillance cameras while I'm documenting you and your patrons is not the answer, and it's enhancing what are the inevitable consequences. This is P.O.C. She's leaving other customers waiting while she doesn't want to be documented, harassing me and refusing me a receipt for checking out from the room, which is an ordinary, common pattern and practice, and I'm also entitled to it under the law. Just want to be clear on that. I'm also entitled to not being targeted in this hotel room and by this hotel. Is there a bell or anything? Alrighty, it is currently 12:21 p.m. Excuse me. Angie! Hello, Angie. Can I speak with you, please? Would you mind telling me on the camera that I can't get a receipt again? I have to document one way or another since you are engaging in this maltreatment and then refusing to provide me a receipt for proof of my checkout. Anybody there? You said there's no manager. This is while the entity is indeed engaged in targeting. This is a means of targeting. So you just have what are unprofessional minions who are amateurs and not very good gang stalkers. Your customers are lining up. I'd like a receipt, please. This is relevant positioning while they're in line. Alrighty, customer walking out and another one being in position. This is pacing while they're monitoring in the office. And Ontario Airport and engaging in what is harassment, targeting as a customer with regard to the audible activity, refusing me a receipt, seeking to force me to let them in to monitor by housekeeping after receiving the services that I requested yesterday while they're stalking me and harassing me and threatening with the police. This is the pattern of conduct. Hi, excuse me. This is the entity that's engaged in what is monitoring evidence, and these are the pitfalls. In other words, this is the threat. When the people of the state, the entity is engaged in what is monitoring evidence. All right, and so this is the entity that's engaged in what is harassing. She's helping them, and they're also monitoring, just so that you know, simultaneously monitoring. This is P.O.C. Excuse me, ma'am. Do you know where Angie went? I was actually being helped by her, but yeah, that's what I was doing. They're monitoring while they're engaging in this. The business is engaged in the pattern of conduct. Literally through the business, the elements of monitoring are simultaneously underway. Is there a reason why I can't get a receipt? I'm sorry, you done? Okay. I just wanted a receipt. I'm checking out of my room. I think you checked me in. Well, you look familiar. But anyway, I'm just leaving. I'm checking out, and I need something that says that I'm out of the room. That's it. And I've always gotten that, and Angie is telling me I do.
It's the reason why we can't print a receipt because it doesn't show anything on it because it's through a third party. So the third party actually emails you a copy of your receipt since you paid them.
Do you guys not maintain what is a receipt, a general receipt that has your name of your hotel, it says the address, it says the charges?
What I could print is like the sign-in sheet that you use when you checked in.
You can give me anything, but I've had the receipts before, and I do document them, and that's why it was stated, it's stated regardless of how you check in, you have you can check in through Expedia. It doesn't change how you're treated as a patron at a business. You're entitled under the law to a receipt, by the way. I just want to state that, and it doesn't mean that you don't get one because you booked a room through a third party. That's a convenience, not a liability. That's my understanding. So you don't get a receipt when you...
I already paid.
Okay. All right, thank you. Have a good day. Alrighty, this is the pattern of conduct. So while they're checking in and out, this is monitoring the path. The fake sun's going to be over me. And it is 27077S3. The entity is shooting impossible light while Angie's harassing, which you can hear on the podcast. Harassment is based on what is the different treatment and proper treatment. And it's all, by the way, even let me analyze it to this degree. It's improper treatment while you're getting to the substance of the P.O.C. So that is why you're giving good customer service, while you're being friendly and nice and you're monitoring, you're engaged in what is improper treatment. It is the entity's pattern of conduct to engage in what is harassment. That is aggressive or different treatment, targeting, in other words, which is also shown through the conduct of the business. The employees is the conduct of the business while they're also engaging in the pattern of conduct. It's currently 12:26 p.m. and the entity has the fake sun over the roof of room 245 yesterday, where the Ontario police are stalking. This is not over that room. That room is in this direction, and the entity is engaging what is targeting me while I am documenting, which, again, the refusal to provide a receipt, so providing me what is a written form, that's fine, but this is an entity that's engaging what is, oh, you engaged in what is molesting a child, and we're going to arrest you now. The entity engages in, oh, someone called us and told us that you broke into this building, and we needed to come and investigate and find out whether you're the one. We got a call talking about you're harassing someone, and so we're going to search your property and search your person and take you to jail because you don't leave public property. That's what the Ontario police have engaged in before. That's the building where the fake sun is over me at 245, at room 245. That's the building. On the opposite side of that building is where the fake sun is hovering over that roof, where it was, again, right now before I left the room. And the entity's engaged the P.O.C, a departure from, let me show you what is not over that roof. It's over this roof while I'm facing room 200, and I'm facing a different direction. All right, right now I am facing, that is east, west, I'm facing south. And over here at room 245, I'm facing west. So in the video yesterday, this is the level of analysis you're providing with regard to stalking under fake sun, harassing me as a gang stalking business, and the employees engaged in what is targeting, instead of just giving me a receipt like they are every other time, like they do at every other venue. When you're engaged in any purchase, the provision of services, I'm entitled to a receipt. The entity's engaged in what is a means of harassing, while the engineer light is threatening me, and this employee is refusing to give me a customer receipt and stating that I'm not welcome and I know why. That's the pattern of conduct. The entities, Louis Mejia, Kimberly, whoever they are, they're going to prison, because this is not small, bad customer service. This is what they do while they harass, torture, and before murdering people. And then there's no witnesses. Nobody saw anything. Nobody heard anything. That's the people of the state that engage in this pattern of conduct. This is an unprecedented threat and ongoing harassment pursuant to the pattern of conduct under a fake sun. These are the psychopaths that are gang stalking. It's 12:28 p.m. and the fake sun's not over the hotel room where it was yesterday, where the Ontario police provide evidence against these gang stalkers of Ontario Airport and P.O.C. It's 12:29 p.m. Stalking in the path where a fake sun is remaining over me. They're stalkers. And driving under the fake sun doesn't cause light to shoot off of your car. They're demons, not just stalkers. They're demons. P.O.C. 27077S3 is engaged in criminal activity with the business. 9UAG 084 is engaged in criminal activity with the business. Those are the demons that are pacing. This is what they're doing under the fake sun that rises over me at the bus stop, where it wasn't over the bus stop at 527 this morning. All right, it's remaining over a hotel where I'm under surveillance. This is P.O.C.